The third way to practice the notes that we've learned so far, I think is the most fun, and that is playing them in a song. So when we only knew three notes, B, A, and G, we used those three notes in songs like Hot Cross Buns or Mary Had a Little Lamb. And then in playing those songs, we got used to playing our notes, right? And it was cool because then afterwards we knew a song. So we can do that with those three notes, but if we know more notes, then we might need a song that's longer to practice those notes. So I'm going to give you, well, actually two songs that you can practice to practice all of the notes that we know except for F. So F is the newest note we learned. Remember, to play F, we use 1, 2, 3, and then finger 1 on our right hand. We skip finger 2, and then we cover the bottom 2 double finger holes. So that note F isn't going to appear in any of these songs. But you will be able to practice all the other notes from high D down to low C. The first song, we're going to practice our left-handed notes. So that's B, A, G, high C, and high D. And that song is Jingle Bells. Okay? So I'm going to pull up the notes. If you have written down the notes, you'll be able to play from them. If not, I will make sure that you can see it on the screen. So, the notes for Jingle Bells will sound like this. Okay? Oh, actually, let me tell you the notes that are in Jingle Bells first. That's the first thing I want you to do when you look at a song. Let's look at what notes are in that song, and then do I remember how to play all the notes. So I look at Jingle Bells and I see there's a note B, there's a note A, there's a note G, there's a note high C, and the note high D. Okay, good. I remember how to play all of those notes. Now I can play through the song. And of course, start slow. Take it one line at a time. Right now I'm going to play you the whole song, or not the whole song, I'll play half the song so you can hear how it sounds. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first half of Jingle Bells. And then if you play the second half, it's almost the same. But when you get to the last two lines, the second ending, the second time we play through the song, those are a little bit different. Okay? So Jingle Bells you can use to practice all of our left-handed notes. Right? B, A, G, high C, high D. To practice some of our right-handed notes. So we're going with E, low D, and low C. We're going to play a song that we already know. That song is Hot Cross Buns. But instead of using B, A, G, we're going to be using E, D, and C. Okay? So, Hot Cross Buns using E, D, and C will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Rest. That is Hot Cross Buns using E, D, C, rest. E, D, C, rest. C, 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 E, D, 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 E, D, C, rest. So we haven't done that one together in class yet, but you should know the song, and this will give you a opportunity to practice your notes on the recorder. And remember, for this song, because we're playing these lower notes, our breath, we're using looser lips, okay? So, you should be able to use those 3 ways to practice your notes until the next class. Go through your notes one by one. Make sure you have the right finger positions for the notes and the right breath. Number 2, playing through the major scale, the C major scale to be specific. And you can go from high C down to low C. Or if you're really comfortable, you can go from low C up to high C. But you have to play the notes in order. And the third way is to play the songs. So we did Jingle Bells and Hot Cross Buns with E, low D, and low C. And playing through those 2 songs, when you're done and you are able to do it, not only have you played through 2 songs, but you've also practiced a lot of your notes. The extra note to practice is F, because that one is not in either of those songs. But when we come back next week, we will learn songs that also use F. So, until then, we know what to do on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, music!